So my focus solely to get more Senegal to join in other countries in the halal industry, 5 million trillion US dollar by 2030. First thing that I impress is of course Teranga. You know, they're very hospitable, they're very kind people. And my first priority is to ensure that Senegalese know Malaysia. Malaysia and Senegal, we established diplomatic relations on the 1st April of 1977. The last open day that we had last month in May, we had 283 students registered to study in Malaysia. Malaysia is, the largest, second largest in the world of palm oil plantation. If you notice your ID, your passport is Malaysia made. I have been signing a lot of visas last year and this year also. A lot of them going to Malaysia. Thank you, Mr. Jalo. Thank you, Diplomatika, for coming into the embassy and for organizing this very timely interview. My name is Dato Zainal Izran Zahari. I've been ambassador of Malaysia to Senegal since January 2023. I've been here almost 3.5 years. Previously, I was posted to Papua New Guinea, Sweden, Belgium, and before I became ambassador here, I was the deputy permanent representative to United Nations and International Organization of Malaysia in Vienna. So this is my first ambassadorship in my diplomatic career. Of course, being a diplomat, is quite unconventional, meaning to say that when I first graduated from university, I was studying science as a microbiologist and as a scientist. So I joined the government, the scheme of administrative and diplomatic services. I was assigned to the foreign ministry, and since then, I've been trained in international relations, diplomacy, and for the past 25 years, I'm already in foreign ministry, and I enjoy diplomacy so much as I've been travel around the world, meeting a lot of people, experience a lot of cultures and languages, including in Senegal, which I cherish, not only me and my family as well. Malaysia and Senegal, we established diplomatic relations on the 1st April of 1977. So next year will be our 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Malaysia and Senegal. So since I arrived here in January 2023, my first priority is to make Malaysia visible in Senegal. Not only that, I want to strengthen our long bilateral relation with our countries. And my first priority is to ensure that Senegalese know Malaysia. So, as you rightly mentioned, since I arrived here, I've been doing a lot of organizing activities to promote Malaysia, to promote bilateral relations between Malaysia and Senegal. And one of the platform that I organized is Malaysia Open Day. This Malaysia Open Day where we invite open to all Senegalese to come to our Open Day to explore about Malaysia, about education, about trade, about our culture, about our cuisine, and everything about Malaysia. And Alhamdulillah, what I can say, our relation has seen a stronger dynamic growth. We can see in terms of economic area, diplomacy, public diplomacy, and education. And since then, we can see a rise of students from Senegal to Malaysia. The last open day that we had last month in May, we had 283 students registered to study in Malaysia on top of 100 over students, Senegalese students in Malaysia right now. So I'm very happy, when they come and they know about Malaysia. Malaysia is Muslim countries and it's cheap and very affordable, and they like to go to Malaysia to study abroad. That's part of education. In the part of trade and investment, our trade has been increased yearly from 177 billion sefa in 2024 to 193 billion CFA last year. So there's a lot of gradual increase our trade. And one of my priority here is to strengthen our relation in halal economy, halal industry. Senegal has much to offer, a lot of opportunity in halal industry. So my focus solely to get more Senegal to join in other countries in the halal industry with 5 million trillion US dollar by 2030. And Alhamdulillah, I've been engaging other pema, ASEPEX, business community here. And Alhamdulillah, they are aware of this and they have embraced this halal industry, and the government as well. When I met with Prime Minister Sonko last February, he mentioned it. He mentioned Islamic finance, he mentioned halal industry. So Senegal is in the correct path, in the correct way to move into, industrialization in terms of halal industry. And I'm proud of that, to see that, Senegal embrace that. They know halal industry is very important to tailor their 2050 national agenda, transformation agenda. And on top of that, that's in terms of economic cooperation. In terms of political, we are very close. My foreign minister came in 2024, the first Malaysian foreign minister that came to Senegal for official visit. And this proof that Malaysia recognized the importance of our good bilateral relation. And on top of that, Senegal also recognized the importance of bilateral relation when the former foreign minister Yassin Fa went to Malaysia last year. So in terms of political, we have very strong foundation to move forward. And inshallah, with next year where we celebrate our 50th anniversary, we try to make it even higher. And I hope either high-level visit could materialize to celebrate our 50th diplomatic relation next year, inshallah. Previously, Prime Minister Sonko former Prime Minister Sonko has told me that he wants to visit Malaysia. But of course, with the current situation, it's not possible. But of course, I hope in the future, the current Prime Minister could visit Malaysia next year for the celebration of our diplomatic relation. We have many requests. Not only Senegal. We have Malaysia experience in terms of how we develop our country. Malaysia gained independence in 1957, Senegal 1960. More or less a bit the same, 2-3 years. And we also start the same agriculture. Senegal also start agriculture. But what we did was we invest a lot on our education, on our human power. That's where we have a long-term vision. We focus on agriculture and after that we move to industrialization. Right now, what Malaysia's strategy is to use that, development in our agriculture, in palm oil, in rubber, in oil and gas, to fund industrialization in Malaysia. And I think Senegal could, follow what Malaysia does in terms of what our experience was. And Senegal has it, agriculture. And what Senegal can learn from Malaysia is industrialization coming from Malaysia way, how we do it. But of course, each country has its own agenda, its own chart, how they move forward in their own pathway economically. But of course, you can learn from Malaysia how we done it. And I'm really happy that under the Malaysia Technical Cooperation Program, MTCP, we have been sending Senegalese to go to Malaysia to learn from us, in terms of trade, in terms of investment, in terms of diplomacy, in terms of agriculture, to learn from Malaysia. For them, what they learn, they come here and they implement through the Vision 2050 Transformation Agenda. And Malaysia is ever ready to help, to support Senegal in this area, to transform Senegal. And I believe, Senegal can do that, inshallah. Of course, we do have two big Malaysian companies here. One is our Iris. If you notice your ID, your passport is Malaysian made. So yes, we've been for many years already. I think more than 10 years we've been supporting Senegalese on your passport and your ID. And also we have Probase. Here, they did road infrastructure in the rural area of Senegal. And I think that's two major companies that we are present here. Last year, I tried to bring a Malaysian company, a palm oil. Malaysia is very agribusiness in terms of palm oil plantation. And we would like to share our expertise, our knowledge in terms of palm oil cultivation, especially in the southern Senegal, di Casamance. So last year we had one Malaysian company that experienced in Africa in terms of palm oil plantation. They came last year and they did some feasible study and whatnot. They look at how they can partner with the local Senegalese partners, and I think inshallah we try to get more Malaysian company to come in terms of helping Senegalese in terms of agribusiness, because that is the most important, because we have the experience from cultivation until all the process downstream, upstream, until the exportation, like what we did with our palm oil. As you know, Malaysia is the largest, second largest in the world of palm oil plantation, and Senegal has that opportunity to be like Malaysia in terms of agriculture, agro business, and we will share our expertise with Senegal on that. Yeah.